Hello. How are you guys doing? This is Laurel with the Dabbling Hook. Smiling because getting ready for vacation. It's been a long time coming. Before I prattle on, welcome to any new subscribers, and this girl needs wine. It's a hard cider, it's not wine, but it's hot, it's a bit humid, it's bright and sunny. We've had fluctuating weather, lots of rain, thunderstorms, the whole shebang, but today is a good one. So I figured, since I'm getting ready for vacation, I don't know when I'll be able to record again, I figured I'd come and say hi to all the new subscribers, and to you OGs, as Z says, thanks for sticking by me. And this is going to be yet another no format ramble video of just what I've been doing. Down here is just a mountain of yarn. I showed that I bought some yarn last time. I needed a little retail therapy. No excuses. It's been a long week, and I went to run errands. I went to put gas in my car, and then I stopped at Joann's because I got the email that they were having clearance, so why not? So, clearance, along with the 2 bags from last time that's still there, and all the other whips on the floor over there. But I've been crocheting, so my head's cut off, so let me redo this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think my head's going to be cut off a little because there's no space to put stuff. I'm starting to bring my sewing stuff back in, and it's just, everything's in the way. Anyway, I've got my spring top on because it's going to come on vacation with me, and it's been hanging. I think you've seen it in all the videos. It's been just hanging there, and I'm going to give it a quick wash, ready for vacation, so I figured I'd put it on for the video. And I really wish I had taken the time to bring in the neck a little, because I don't like when it goes that, not my style. Anyway, enough prattling. Hope you guys are doing well, and hopefully there's not too much background noise because the fan's on, because like I said, it's hot. There's AC on, but it's with the hot flash, me having a beverage that I shouldn't have, it's hot, so fan's on just to circulate. Alright, what are we going to talk about? What I've been crocheting, because I've been crocheting like an insomniac. Yeah, so let's get into it. First, I literally just finished these. I worked on these last night, but I didn't stuff them or finish them, so I just stuffed them and sewed up the bottoms. But let's see. This is some, these two have, the pink yarn is from, it's leftovers from the Make 9 that I'm doing with Lisa. I keep saying Lisa, I said that last time. With Kim, hey Kim, of the Crafty Nomad. So that's some leftover yarn, and the yarn was actually gifted from one of the members of my yarn group. So I'm trying to use it up and not have extra balls hanging around, or leftovers. And then this is just, what's the main yarn? I don't even remember. But it's actually, it's 2 lattes held together. So 2 lattes, and then Red Heart Essential with latte, and you're gonna hear life noise. Hi. Hi. You gonna come say hi? Oh. Yeah. Come say hello.
Go say hello.
He's ready. Come over here. You, come here.
Me?
Your debut. Come here.
Hi.
Can I?
Come on in.
Oh my god, I'm about to be on the internet.
Oh my god. Come over here. You haven't seen, the other one absolutely refused.
Then why am I having to do this?
Look at Minion 1. Can you believe it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at it. He's so pretty. Come here.
Obi.
And this is girlfriend.
Hello.
I'm not going to say your name if you don't want to say your name.
You can say my name if you want. I want to be famous.
This is Minion 1's girlfriend. This is Janelle. Minion 2 absolutely refused, so maybe I'll get hold of him, but okay. Oh, she's Minion 3. Okay. Bye. Bye. Anyway, yeah. That was Minion 1 and the girlfriend hanging out. Where was I? Anyway, so yeah, I did these last night, or I made them last night, finished them this morning. So sewed the bottoms and put the stuffing in the blah blah blah, the face. So that's that. Sticking with Leggy Froggies because I am making the baskets, but I also, you get tired of making the same things over and over again, so the Leggy Froggies are quick and it's a good way to use your scraps. So I think I showed this last time. This was yarn that was gifted to me by Miss Canadian Crocheter maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe. And oh, there they go. So it's the Premier Mega Tweed or something, and I've had it there. You see my cover? I've had it there for a while, and I think I tried using it for something and it was just a little too big for what I was doing, so I decided just to make a frog. I was doing it as usual late at night. Can you see the problem? Anybody? Very late at night, and for some reason I don't know, maybe fatigue overtook me and I completely put the eyes on backwards, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, so there's that. 2 of those, and then that was 1 ball and I ran out, and so we get a little nubs, and I, just to make it more interesting, I put a little rattle in that one. So this was 1 ball of the mega chunky tweed something or other, and then more scraps of, I don't even remember what this yarn was, but it's just using up scraps of latte and other scraps. So lots of Leggy Froggies, lots of Leggy Froggies, scraps. This was from, you will see, another project I'll show for the Make 9 leftovers. So I made a little Leggy Froggy, some other scraps that I had, another Leggy Froggy, this one, nubs, because I used it for 2 others and I ran out, so got nubs. And sorry if it's not focusing. This was yarn that was gifted to me by the same person in my yarn group, and I just made Leggy Froggies by Not Bad Jade. I forget, it'll be down below. And then this is by Rhonda Butler, and I just did my own eyes with some of that leftover bright pink yarn, so I just did the eyes. And I think I totally forgotten to put the eyes in, so I embroidered it. So that's that. And then again, leftovers, did a green. This is, what is this? This was Big Twist Premium. I have stash of the original Big Twist Premium way before they redid the whole thing. So that's what I had left, and I had some finished the green. So that's that. I think that's all the Leggy Froggies that I've done. There might be some hanging around somewhere. Okay, so I mentioned the Make 9, but before I show that, actually, when I went shopping just now, and for some reason I was watching a market prep and they were doing scrunchies, and I don't remember the last time I did scrunchies, and I'm like, oh, I have a lot of, they were using like fuzzy yarns. I'm like, oh, I have a couple of skeins of those. So I've been making scrunchies, but this I just bought today at Michael's in their clearance bin. I don't remember what the original price is. Does it say? No, I think it's like 20 or something bucks, but it was in the clearance for $5. It's a jewelry holder thingy, so I figured if I keep making these, it'll be a good way to display them. So there's that. And this is how many I've done. This is just the Dollar Tree yarn, Premier yarn, and then this is just some, I think, the Lion brand Go for Fur. So figured it would be a good way to display them if I make any more. Hang on one second. I also started making this amigurumi flower pillow, and it wasn't quite, no, I was gonna make a bag that's in the shape of those multi-petal flowers, and I didn't like it, so I stopped. I made the two sides, and then you had to do something to connect them, and I stopped. So I took it apart, and I decided to make crochet water balloons. So I'm just using, and then I dug into my scrap bin and just found all the scraps of blanket yarns or blanket type yarns, and I'm just making water balloons. I think I have another side of the flower bag I was going to make, so I still need to pull it apart, and I figured I'd take this on vacation with me, you know, see how they work out, because I've never done them before. So there's that. I told you this is going to be all over the place, and I'm coming in and out of focus with the lighting. My apologies. Sorry, not sorry. But okay, next. At the end of last video, I showed that I had a my go with me kind of project. When I go somewhere and I needed something small just to take with me, I was making a lighter version of my Bricks and Hearts hat, and I finally finished it. It was almost finished last time. So this is in the Big Twist Premium, and then the color is the Echo Cozy something from Loops and Threads. So there's that. So that one's all set. Done. Okay. So for the Make 9 that I'm doing with Kim, this is from book 5. I started it in worsted. Did I start in worsted? No. I thought about doing it in worsted, and then I think last time I said I bought the yarn to do it in the chenille home light home light. Anyway, from book 5 I did since Chloe the Swan, I think is the name. Look. Let me go back a little. Look at her, she's huge, and as you can tell, she's a little sad because I think I did a couple extra rows accidentally. I didn't think I did. I may have, but it was very difficult to stuff this with this yarn to make it stay, as you can tell, to make it stay upright. So Cleo is kind of sad. So I'm hoping somebody likes Cleo in her sad state. But she's in chenille home light, and she's so pretty. The crown I didn't do in chenille home. I used regular yarn, and I used some Big Twist Premium and latte to give it a little extra oomph. But the rest of it, and her necklace, but the rest of it is just, she's so cute. So this was number 6, I think. So I'm on number 6, and then I decided when I did Sammy the Seal, I had started him in worsted, and then I'm like, no. So I did him in the chenille home, the big one, so he's huge. The one I started in worsted is still there. I think I only started the head, and I didn't get very far, and I'm still looking at the yarn. Hopefully I'm intending to do it in worsted, but so what I did is I ended up doing Chloe in worsted, and I had just bought the very bright neon color from, I think it was Loops and Threads. No, it was Big Twist yarn, and it was just the bright colors, and I just wanted to do something with it. So oh my god. So I think I definitely, unless you can find a way to get the neck sturdy, and it's hard to put something in the neck because of the angle, but in worsted it works off so perfectly. Look at her. I love it. Love it. So yeah, for the crown I used is it Big Twist? I think it's a Big Twist in a sparkly teal. And for her necklace, but she's just perfect. The only thing is, I don't know if she's supposed to be able to stand or sit on her own, but because of the angle, definitely doesn't. So she needs to be propped up against something. But oh my god, it's so cute. I'm almost tempted to do another one, but not until I finish all the Make 9. So I'm at number 7. No, this was number 5, because 6 and 7 are over there. This was number 5. So for number 6, I did maybe this was book 5. Ignore what I said about what books they're from. It's from the Zumigurumi books. But number 6 is Bob the Bear, the teddy. But instead of Bob, the yarn that was gifted to me were pinks and grays in the Red Heart Essentials. So I decided to make, what did I call? No, this isn't Bob. Theodore the teddy is the pattern, but I made Theodora the teddy. Now, this is a little smooshed because for the head, the hoodie, it made you do extra rounds. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be slouchy. In the pattern, you can't really tell, but it looks like it's fitted. So if I were to do it again, I would not make as many rounds so it fits the head. But anyway, she's got a hoodie. I decided to add a little trim to the hoodie that's not in the pattern, and then I added a little more trim to the bottom of her hoodie bottom base thingy. But if I remember, and if I had taken a picture, I will put what Theodore is supposed to look like. But this is Theodora, because she's pink. The shoe's gray. This is all Red Heart Essentials. It's a dark gray, charcoal, light gray, peony, and soft pink, or whatever the colors were. But anyway, so yeah, that was number 6. And then number 7, Kim did Bob the Bear, and I loved hers. I think she used the plush yarn as well, but I still had a lot of the yarn that was gifted to me, so I decided to make Babs the Bear because she's big. So it's all, I think I have the charcoal. I still have most of the charcoal left, and I was trying to use the peony, which is this darker color. And what did I do with it? That's where I used that I showed first. And I also used one with the latte. So, and I was trying to use it up, and I was trying to make a tiny octo, but I ran out of yarn. So it has like 2 or 3 tentacles, and I ran out of yarn. But this is Babs. I did her leg a little too wide. I should have done a little more like that, but she's done. So yeah, so I am on Make 9. That was number 7. So I have 2 more to go. So I'm hoping by September I'll be done with the Make 9, because then it's going into fall season and it's just going to be a hot mess, a busy time. So I think that's that. Oh, the Cleo, the Swan, also came with like her pond. So this was for the big one that I made this with the flower, but I only made one for the big one. All right, all over the place. What else? I'm just gonna have such a mess over here, just bear with me. The baskets I was showing last time, the one that I did not finish, that was kind of not as tall, and I was debating whether or not I was going to make it tall or not. I didn't go as tall, but I finished it, and I think I used up pretty much all the red, because you can see where I had to bring in other colors. All the oranges and the reds I finished. So that one's done. I haven't started another one, but I had some of that sparkle yarn that I showed that I was going to use for the calendar cowl for June. Was it June? Yeah, how the sparkle I thought I had that was really sparkly, I only had like half a skein and some like, you know, leftover bits. So I decided to pair it with some what is it, Moroccan Nights or something that I had, really thin yarn, and I just made like a bucket bag. I don't know if it'll show. Yeah, you can see the sparkle, and then the Moroccan, that also has sparkle in there. So I made a bucket bag. The strap is that Romanian I-cord again, and you can see the sparkles in it. So yeah, so that's the strap. Whoop, focus. Oh, and then I added I did not do the Romanian cord again. I just did a chain, and then I slip stitch back, and ooh, you can see where I weaved in the ends, but it's poking out. But added some hardware that I still have. So yeah, good way to use up the oddballs and the scraps and whatnot. So when I get tired of making baskets, I'm gonna just make bags, because last year craft fair, the bags did pretty well, my first few craft fairs. So hopefully I'll be able to get a couple others. I do have this bag that I've had for a while that I made, just winged it, and I'm thinking I'm going to put I know it's really old because this is one of my older labels, one of the first labels I bought. I just need to put a lining. I think I'm going to put like a half lining in it, so it's a little more usable, because the stitches, the bottom is all single crochet, but here is just a, what did I do, the 2 double crochet. It's like the V-stitch without the chain in between. So there's that. All right, what else did I do? I just did this. This was also yarn gifted to me by the same person in my yarn group. So she had actually started, I think, my 2-button cowl. So I just, no, there was another group of yarns that she had started it, and while we were at our meetup, I finished it and handed it to her without, I didn't have buttons obviously, but I finished it and gave it to her. And then this was some other yarn that she had, so I just made another 2-button cowl. And this, actually, this colorway is called, I have it, it's somewhere, but it's very popular when I make 2-button cowls out of it. So this is Hometown, or what used to be Hometown USA, but okay. Ooh, this is the, I'm pretty sure it's Moroccan Nights, but I think it's Moroccan Nights. But this is what I'm using in the baskets, or in that bag, the bucket bag that I made. Okay, almost there, almost done. Okay, shawls. Ooh, I was making a, forget where we were, for the walks that was going on with Father Minion, and the weather's been so bad we haven't gone again, but I was going to make a water bottle holder, but I ran out of the yarn. So I made it up to here, and then I don't have enough of the yarn. I don't have any more of the yarn to make the strap, so I'm just gonna find a coordinating color and just make a strap so I can do a crossbody. Also, part of the yarns that was gifted to me, they were partial skeins, so I just made some quick headbands. So this is just single crochet back loop, as well as in the 3rd loop, kind of the okay, shut off on me. Camel stitch using single crochet instead. It's doable, it just takes a little, because it's not, the stitch isn't readily available like when you use the half double crochet, so you just gotta, you know, work with it a bit. But oh, I had it upside down, but so there's that. It just makes texture, but it's very simple. And then this was another one. I added some puff stitches in between here, so I kind of like the way the puff stitches look on the wrong side, but then I don't know if it'll get caught easily on anything, so it just gives a little added dimension to the same thing. So alright, that's it for the smaller projects. Shawls. For the June calendar cow, Lisa was on there of Happy to Hook, and I used Carrie Penny. Hey Carrie, her half circle shawl, eyelet shawl, to make my project. Of course, I'm in the year of shawls, so it's another shawl. I will put in a picture to get a better view, and I showed the yarns last time, and it's kind of giving me, oh, that's Father Minion, patriotic vibes, which is not what I was going for. I think it's because I didn't have a gold sparkle, or at least use gold. I did buy gold, but I decided to use the kind of beigey sparkle instead, and I think it would have given more enterprisey colors if I had done that. But it's pretty substantial. Oh, I also didn't have, last time I showed just a brighter blue because I didn't have a sparkly blue. Turned out I had a half a skein of sparkly blue from, oh, I'm pretty sure it's either Craft Smart or Big Twist, but I had that. So it's all sparkle, all of it sparkle. This beige is mainstay. The black is black is, was it the mainstay or the loops and threads? Or was it the Big Twist? Anyway, I forget. It's on my Ravelry, but it's a pretty big shawl, fully covered. So that was Carrie Penny's Eyelet half circle for June calendar cow. And then this was a spring project, the spring hop project. What I initially was going to do was a shawl, and I was going to do the Hotel of Bees because bees, spring. But I decided to use, the first time I did it, the one I completed, I used worsted weight. This one I decided to use the sport weight that it called for. Me and small yarns we just don't get along. You know, we're not thick as thieves. We're acquaintances. And I'm trying to get to be better acquaintances. So I knew it would take forever. And the Hotel of Bees is something you have to pay attention to because of the filet crochet nature and all the chainings and making sure everything lined up. And it starts, most shawls that grow start small and they grow. This one starts wide and decreases, and you have to pay attention to this one. So I used I have, when Craftsy used to sell yarn before they became Blueprint, and now they're Craftsy again, but they don't sell yarn anymore. And they also used to sell fabric. They don't do that anymore. And I do have some Craftsy fabric that I bought after they went out of business. But I have some Cloudborn, which is the brand they used to sell Highland wool, and it's 100% wool, and the colors are very similar to the last one I did because it's just my color wheel, and I tend to go there. Oh, and the neighbor just came home. Nosy neighbor me. So I finally finished it. I buckled down and I'm like, I'm not gonna have this sitting, because the last time I started the Hotel of Bees, it was over 5 years it was sitting there. So I decided, so this I started in February and I just finished it last week, I think. But look, these two are totally my colors. It's the color of my logo. It's just me. And then last time I did a off-white cream color, and this is fiber. It's called Stone or something like that, but it's like a taupey gray color. And I kind of did my own border. The border in the pattern, I think, calls for a couple of rows of single crochet and then one row of like a chain type of border, and I just did something different. And I ended up using all the colors, gave the border a bit more heft, Plus, this is a smaller, because I used worsted weight the first time, it's bigger. And that one I used touch of alpaca. But this is all wool and it's a little smaller. I did steam block it. So, it makes a good shawlette, little triangle. You know, it will definitely keep you warm. So, my second hotel of bees, I won't be in any hurry to make another one because it takes too much concentration for me. And if I do it again, it will definitely be in a worsted weight, not or at the least a DK, but definitely not sport. So, hotel of bees, it does look beautiful though. And last but not least, because I have whips that they're not gonna get looked at. I have at least 3 of them that I've been working on, that they're not going to get love anytime soon. But lastly, I have July's calendar cal. I ended up buying the calendar because it's going to be so busy and I'm trying to get ahead of doing the projects, especially for this month because I was going to be on vacation and I knew I wouldn't get it done in time, so I started a little ahead of time. But I got this yarn, which is, Upcycle Alpaca Blend, and this is from Knit Picks or We Crochet. This is it right there. Come on. Knit Picks, We Crochet. It's 33% alpaca, 34 wool, and 33 acrylic. And I didn't think, when I first bought it, I'm like, oh, that looks different. That just fell. And it's upcycle, and it's alpaca, because alpaca is nice and soft, but does tend to be sheddy. This one wasn't too bad. The color options, I think when I first got it, weren't that great. I think they've added a few more colors to it. And currently it's on sale. It's usually, it calls for a number 6 to a number 9, 4.5 to 5 millimeter needle, or an I or to a K hook, which I think it's a little big. I think a 5 millimeter or 5.5 is perfect. It's 219 yards, 100 grams. And this is the worsted. They also have it, I think, in DK as well. I really liked the yarn. It's got all the sheepy smell. Just sidebar. Before getting so into yarn and then the natural fibers, did you like the smell of the sheepy wools? I didn't, but now it's like lovely. They think it's completely disgusting, especially when I used to dye some yarn for myself. They hated the smell, but it's just so lovely. But anyway, I needed something quick, easy repetition, so I did the Omar Wrap by TL Yarn Craft. Miss Z, she's done a couple of them. It's a 2-row repeat with 1 row after, a bunch of repeats of just double crochets in there. But Z doesn't do the double crochet row. She just does the V-stitch part, which you could, and that'll just keep you going, and you don't have to try to figure out, if you want to change the number of repeats, you don't have to try to figure out the double crochet row. But I added the double crochet row. I used 4 colors, sage, I know it's pistachio, thyme, sage, and something else, and if I remember I'll put them on the screen. But and I'll also put the picture, the inspiration picture, which was Ola Joe's Crochet, Ola Joe the Sailor Crochet, the Crocheting Sailor. The names, we never get the names right? Anyway, she was the month's picture. I'm not supposed to tell you who's next, because who's next for next month. But hers was green, and at first it looked like a dark gray or black, but I think it's really navy. I didn't have navy in this colorway, and in the worsted they don't have navy close enough to what's in the picture. They have it in the DK. but I didn't have the navy. I only bought like the green shades when this first came out, so, and it worked out, I think, perfectly. So all this to say, there is mine, and I absolutely love it. I love the yarn for whatever reason. It's got a slight prick to it, so if you have like the wool sensitivity, this may not be for you, but it's not. Usually it bothers me a little, but this doesn't at all. And I don't know, the feel of the yarn, I absolutely love it. And I was actually on the site looking because the yarn's on sale. It's usually 10 bucks. It's like $4.99 now. I hope that doesn't mean they're going to discontinue it. Knitpicks actually reposted my picture for the yarn. So I hope that means I almost ordered it, but if I order it, I won't be here when it comes because I'll be on vacation. So I hesitated, but it's on sale, half off, and I wanted to buy some other colors, but I'm gonna control myself. I don't need it. I don't need it. So and I still have a few balls of, I think I bought like 2 of each color, and I used one of this dark grayish color, which is not really gray. I think it's like the sagey color, and I think I have 2 of the other, all the other colors. But did I buy? No, I think I bought 2 of each color, but I used 2 or 1.5 of this lighter color down here, but 1 of each of the other colors. So it's just, it's a spring, fall, and even winter because of the wool and the alpaca, even though it's spacey. Ooh, Minion 1 and 3. 3 is the girlfriend now. They just got back, but it's so pretty, and I actually love it. I think next, if I make this again, I will not do the I'll do what Z does and not do the double crochet row, and it won't break your flow if you just do the V stitch. So yeah, that's done, and I already have the yarn that I'm going to use for next month's. I just don't think I won't. I was hoping to start it, but that won't happen till after vacation. So I am, I think, going to use some of this as well as something else up there and make another shawl because it's the year of the shawls. So that's where I am. My brain, I have 1 more day of work for vacation, before vacation, but my brain has completely shut off. Completely. So that's it. I know I'm forgetting something, but yeah, it's just been Leggy Froggies and shawls and trying to get the Make 9 so I don't fall behind. So I've got 2 more to go. And Kim just showed Kai the koala, and I'm thinking, if I haven't used that book yet, I think I'm gonna do it. I hope it's in the 1 through 9. It might be in 10 though, because she has 10 and 11. But it's just, it was so adorable. She just showed it. So yeah, I think that's it. Spring, summer. I did the whole summer hop video. So spring, summer, and who knows, I have no clue what fall is gonna be. So we'll see. All right, I think that's done. I talked so much I didn't even drink. I'll be drinking while I edit. Oh, what I bought, which I shouldn't have. I was at Michael's. After I went to Joann's, I passed Michael's because they're right next to each other and you just gotta go see what they have. And this is all I bought. Ooh, I see boxes. I wonder what they got. A little peckish. This is just their Craft Smart, like basic yarn. I don't know what it's called. It's like 50 cents. It was 50 cents. It was originally $1.49 and it's 50 cents. So it was green, blown out on screen, but I think I'm gonna do some Leggy Froggies out of that. I didn't need to buy it, but I did. And then, what did I buy? I bought Big Twist. They had their mellow yarn. Basically, it's the hometown, the version of the hometown. So they had these for I think $3 or $3.97. So I bought 2. That'll get me a 2-button cowl. I bought 2. Oh, that's some gray color. I don't know what it's called. Mustard. I bought 2. That'll get me a 2-button cowl. Joanne had $6.97. They had some velvet. I want to make dinos, so I figured I'll use that for dinos, because I think I sold out all my dinos at my craft fair. Oh, I bought some K&C cotton yarn. What's the colorway? I don't know, but I want to make a hat for vacation. That may not happen, but I also need to figure out what I'm going to bring on vacation with me. I can't bring a lot, but I need something to keep me busy. So this is colorway Joshua Tree and Cliffside. Cliffside and Joshua Tree. Yeah, I'm thinking the hat, the main body will be that, and then the brim that, or vice versa. I don't know. And then I want to make some turtles or axolotls, and I usually use the chenille home, but they had this humongous Bernat blanket on sale. It was $16.97. I usually don't spend that much, but it's like the ginormous ball that is 421 yards. It's like 2 of the regular size. So I got this. Look at that, bigger than my head. They also had $8.47 for a regular Bernat blanket. You know, the normal price I think is $11.99 or $12.99. So this is in crimson. And then $7.97 was the big twist one in variegated green. It's like all shades of greens. I'm thinking Leggy Froggies with these, or maybe turtle shells. And then the turtle base will be this Bernat, which is terracotta. I don't normally do a whole lot of Bernat. I like the chenille home feel more. I have a easier time using the hook with it, but these were on sale. Even though I have no place to put it. Baby teal. A little lighter than it really is. But I saw somebody mention about the Bernat blanket being softer. Oh my god, the new ones. I think these are the older ones that were made where? Does it tell you? These were made in China. The new ones were made in India, and they are so much softer than what these used to be. So I think that's why these were on clearance. So yeah, I won't get to use these until August, but look at that. I don't know what the normal price was, but $16.97 when the normal one is like $11.99, $12.99, and I got double. Yeah, just add it to the pile, like literally there's a pile there. So all right, that's all I have for now. Still in my shawl phase. I just want to make all the shawls. I just need to pick one. They need to be easy enough that they're not gonna, you know, take forever and need too much concentration like the Hotel of Bees. But yeah, I need to make all the things, but I don't have time to make all the things. So I'm gonna say bye again. Thank you for sticking around. I know I'm not around a lot, and it's gonna be like that for the rest of the year. I'm hoping things slow down just a little bit, that I get more in the groove of making videos again, but again, no promises. So I will talk to you guys after vacation, hopefully sometime. I don't know, but I really wish I had saved some yarn to bring this in a bit. But anywho, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for spending some time with me. I know that there are a boatload of videos and content creators and podcasters and yarny people out there, so thank you for sticking around. I hope you guys are having a good summer. I hope it's not too wet or too hot. I know it's hot in some places, but I hope you get out, and I will talk to you guys later. I think I'm forgetting something, but it's gonna have to wait. I know I'm forgetting something. I didn't write notes, so on that note, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.